The year is 2023, and books, as a form of media entertainment, are not doing so well. However, books are still important. Books significantly shape our lives and provide vast amounts of information and knowledge that we can use in a multitude of ways throughout our day. They are essential tools and have been since the days humans could first write. Certain books can also serve as a form of relief from stresses of your daily life by bringing us into different worlds or dimensions that can only exist in our imagination. And you know what else is amazing at doing just that? Video games. Enter Hogwarts Legacy. I asked a handful of friends the following question. Name another video game that was adapted from a book that has this much hype and excitement buildup as Hogwarts Legacy. They all answered the same thing. None. Eventually, we did realize The Witcher and Lord of the Rings are actually on this list, but we'll talk about those in just a minute. There has rarely been, especially in recent memory, a book adapted into a game that has this much excitement built up around it. Picture, if you will, someone made a game in the vein of, let's say, Skyrim. However, it is fully based off Game of Thrones at its peak of popularity. Not some cash grab, sellout pile of garbage, but a full-fleshed, true-to-story video game. Something that allows players to dive headfirst into the lore, the characters, the heroes, and the tragedy that they love from the books. That game would have been an instant classic. A true-to-form miracle of this day and age of gaming. Sadly, it didn't happen with Game of Thrones, but it may just be the case for Hogwarts Legacy. As mentioned, there are few book-to-game adaptations that can be considered successful. But we do have The Witcher, which is based off the series by Andrzej Sapkowski. I probably butchered that, but I would argue almost the reverse happened. The Witcher games, although based on a book series, the actual game itself helped popularize the book, not the other way around. And then we have The Lord of the Rings, which has had a multitude of games released under the banner of the same name. However, even though some of those games were great, and I'm sure some of them were not so great, I'm looking at you, Golem, not one of them has had the fanfare and excitement Hogwarts Legacy is currently enjoying. Hogwarts Legacy is poised to be the pinnacle of books to video game media adaptation, as we come to know it. Never before has a video game that has been adapted from a book had this immense amount of hype and excitement for its release, garnering millions upon millions of views on YouTube and social media, hundreds of thousands of pre-orders. Hogwarts Legacy is taking the gaming world by storm, and unlike many attempts before it, it seems to be doing it in style. It's usually not like this. Games tend to be viewed as a less superior media platform compared to especially something like literature. But as the world evolves, that view may be changing. Quote, our kids are growing up in a world where they're finding equally meaningful connection on both sides of the digital line. Video games are a natural evolution of what we've always done. Play to discover our world, discover each other, and discover ourselves. Video games are becoming more and more realistic and lifelike, allowing anyone to escape their reality and delve deep into a fantasy world all their own. Books used to be that escape. Perhaps at the time, it was the only way to have such a personal moment. But I think that time is changing, and that may not be true anymore. The timing of Hogwarts Legacy literally could not be any better, as the entire population who snuggled up in a blanket and dove headfirst into the Hogwarts universe are all grown up. They have jobs, families, and kids, and especially, they have money. A game like Hogwarts Legacy will allow all of them to forget about the monotony of their daily life and relive a truly special time from their childhood. This game will be successful based solely on the immense jab in the arm of nostalgia it provides. Nostalgia, as companies are finding out, is a huge and powerful emotion tied to the very nerve centers of our brain. Quote, brands from all industries are experimenting with nostalgia marketing, tapping into positive cultural memories from previous decades, designed to drive energy to modern campaigns. Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Lego, even Herbal Essence hair products are just some of the brands that are trying their hands at stepping back into the time to reignite campaign strategies of the past. Whether it's bringing Colonel Sanders back to KFC or engaging millennial gamers with a new Nintendo console, smart brands are maximizing nostalgia marketing, and they're enjoying tremendous results. If I would bet, I would even go as far to say that even a huge portion of people who don't even like video games or do not consider themselves gamers are going to buy this, as they will finally be able to fulfill that lifelong fantasy of an owl showing up at their door with a letter. You got into Hogwarts. There are very few instances where video games transcend into mainstream media, and even fewer that the source materials come from books. Children and adults will be able to share their memories and make new ones together. My good friend Oob's girlfriend is really anticipating this game, so I asked her, what are you so excited about? And this is what she gave me in return. I'm really anticipating to see what my daughter does. I want to see what path she chooses when she gets to play it, as opposed to what she chose when they were growing up, when they were younger, reading the books. When she was younger, she was a giant Gryffindor fan, and I want to see if that's still the case. I find this so cool and so interesting, being able to experience the same media, in this case Hogwarts Legacy, but experience it a completely different way, in this case being able to play the game, play as a character. Instead of just using your imagination, you are able to see everything and act upon it on screen. I'm very curious how that will impact many people's decisions within the game. If Hogwarts Legacy is as successful as it seems to be, being #1 on the Steam charts at the time of recording, I'm really hoping it will blow the doors off an entire new genre of games, books to video game adaptations. It's hard to think of a more untapped well of near infinite ideas, tie-ins, and fantastic stories. If Hogwarts Legacy is even remotely as successful as the Witcher series, or any other immense open-world RPG akin to, say, Elden Ring, publishers and developers will take notice. This is why Hogwarts Legacy could truly be a game changer in the video game space. It's similar to our parents showing us their favorite movie or their favorite Beatles song, but now you can actually sit, interact, play, and share all your feelings with your loved ones. I think this alone is going to be extremely powerful, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for this next kind of media transference in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just thought this was a really unique opportunity, and I'm really curious with how successful this video game is most likely going to be. What other games from books we could eventually get? Imagine something like The Hunger Games, the actual book that helped popularize battle royales in the West, turned into a AAA gaming experience. I think that would do fantastic. There is so much content and literature out there for things to be adapted into amazing video games that you can finally see your imagination while reading turned into a spectacle on your screen. And not only is it something that you watch, you get to play it as the character. I think that concept is so amazing that I really cannot wait to see what they're going to do next. Hopefully Hogwarts Legacy, I'm pretty sure it will be successful, and we will be able to get more games in this kind of space in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think about Hogwarts Legacy? Are you guys excited for it? Are you going to pick it up, play it? Let me know down in the comments below. I will see you guys on the next one. Tic Tac out.